Did you know that Warren Buffett started his first business at the age of 6? You're probably concerned with toys and stuff and had no clue what money was at that age, lol. In this video, you're going to learn Warren Buffett's best money principles exactly for teenagers to become millionaires. These are the gems of financial wisdom that have transformed a lot of people like you to millionaires and successful entrepreneurs. Whether you're just starting your financial journey or looking to level up your money game, you're in for a treat. Becoming a millionaire is super easy, even in your 20s. When it comes to financial education, Warren Buffett believes young people should start learning about money right from preschool. Warren Buffett's success didn't start out of nowhere. He had a very early start in life, and he gives credit to his dad for this. In an interview with CNBC back in 2013, he said, quote, "My dad was my greatest inspiration." The billionaire stated that he learned from his father the importance of building the right habits early and saving, amongst other things. Following closely in the footsteps and guidance of his father, Warren Buffett started his business at the tender age of 6, when he bought a 6-pack of Coke for 25 cents and sold each can for a nickel. Smart kid. He also sold magazines and gum from door to door in his early days, and by the time he was 19, he was dabbling into stocks and finally discovered the knowledge that made him known all over the world. This is why Buffett, despite his busy schedule, always takes the opportunity to speak to young people about personal finance and investments. Sometimes parents wait until their kids are teens before they start talking about managing money, when they should start when their kids are still in preschool. This was the answer the investment genius gave when he was asked about the biggest mistake parents make when teaching their kids about money in an interview. You might be thinking, preschool? How in the world is that gonna happen? But hold on, the wise investor knows pretty darn well what he was talking about. The statistics will shock you. Research has shown that 80% of brain growth happens at the age of 3. A research from Cambridge University also showed that kids are able to grasp basic money concepts between the ages of 3 and 4, and by the age of 7, basic concepts about future financial behaviors would have developed. Buffett's first money principle for teenagers to become successful millionaires: start money talk early. I kinda touched on this already, but it just can't be overemphasized. If you haven't started by now, you need to become money conscious. It takes lots of hard work and time to make money, so you shouldn't spend it lavishly. You must have this in mind at all times, as it will help shape the way you manage money in the future. If you're a parent watching this, Warren Buffett acknowledged that most parents understand how important it is to teach their kids about money and how to manage it properly. But knowing is different from taking action. Start having those conversations with your kids and teens now. You don't have to go into the nitty-gritty and start talking investments at a young age. Just letting them understand that money doesn't grow on trees is a perfect way to start the conversation. The sooner, the better. Number 2, start saving. Warren Buffett learned a lot about the importance of saving from his dad at a very tender age. Saving a little bit of money on a regular basis pays off, Buffett says in his Secret Millionaires Club. Instead of spending your pocket money on sodas and sweets that aren't even good for you, put that money into a savings account. It will earn you interest over time, and you will get even more money back. If you don't have access to a savings account yet, then get a piggy bank. Set aside a part of your pocket money every day, allowance or cash gifts you get on your birthday and holidays. At the end of the year, you can use this money to buy yourself something nice as a reward. Number 3, separate your needs from your wants. Yes, you want those incredible new pair of Beat headphones, but do you really need them right now? You can't always have every single thing you want. This is something you need to sink into your head at every point in time. You would be surprised the level of financial independence and stability you would have developed in your adulthood just by understanding this singular fact. Sounds tough, I know, but it definitely pays off in the end. In an interview with CNBC, Warren Buffett suggests a brilliant way to separate your needs from your wants. Grab a piece of paper and try this out yourself. Write down 5 to 10 items you would like to purchase, then determine which is a need and a want. You can ask a parent or adult to help you do this better. So, something like school supplies would classify as a need, and game consoles and fancy gadgets would classify as wants. Always put your needs first, and then occasionally you can get an item you want. Number 4, fire up your inner entrepreneur. Yep, it's not enough to just save your pocket money. You must also think of ways you can make some money on your own. The Oracle of Omaha did a lot of business right from the time he was 6 years old. Some even say 5. He started by selling gum to the kids in his neighborhood in Omaha, Nebraska. Then he would buy a pack of Coke for 25 cents and sell each can for a nickel. Few years later, he went into buying used golf balls and selling them at a markup. At some point, young Warren had a lemonade stand, but instead of setting up in front of his own house, he set up at his friend's house because the area was busier and had more people passing by. Yeah, I know, quite the business guy. So, fire up your inner business person and look for ways you can also make money around you. And you even have an advantage that Warren Buffett never had during his teenage years. You have technology. Technology has made it so easy to research and connect with people from different parts of the world. Remember, it's never too early to start. Number 5. Educate yourself. As the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway puts it, learn to learn. It's okay to not have all the answers. To be honest, no one does. That's why it's important that you keep learning each and every day. Developing a lifelong pursuit of learning and educating yourself is important for every individual, Buffett says in his Secret Millionaires Club. Aside school books, picking up extra reading materials that can help you learn about new innovations and technologies is very beneficial. Look into books about finances, politics, technology, and so on. 7-year-old Warren Buffett came across a book at the library titled 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000, and he recounts how fascinated he was to learn how money grows over time from the lessons in this book. He was and still is fond of reading several newspaper publications. I'm sure there are tons of old newspapers laying around your house right now. How about you start from there? Let's close out this point with some words of encouragement from the investment genius himself. Quote, "Don't be afraid to keep learning by taking a class or reading about innovations and new technologies." Number 6. Know the difference between price and value. Warren Buffett explains this in a 2008 Berkshire Hathaway shareholder letter. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Look at it this way. What's the point of buying a cool brand of shoes for hundreds of dollars when you can get something similar of the same quality at less than half that price? After all, they're still shoes that will both definitely get dirty and worn out over time. Doesn't matter whether they're Jordans or regular shoes. No offense to Jordans though. You get the point. You'll lose money when you pay a price that doesn't match the value you get. Don't spend on items you know very well that you won't even use. Do what the billionaire investor does instead. Live modestly. Always look for opportunities to get more value at a lower price. So next time you're at the supermarket, check for items that are on sales. This is an awesome way to get more value for your money. Number 7. Avoid debt. In a speech at the University of Notre Dame in 1991, Warren Buffett said, "If you're smart, you're going to make a lot of money without borrowing." The Oracle of Omaha says to avoid debt, especially credit card debt. Buffett built his wealth by letting interest work for him instead of working to pay interest like most people do. The investment genius advises to stay away from credit cards entirely because of the ridiculously high interest rates. Most credit cards charge up to 18 to 20% interest. By the time you're paying 18 to 20% on credit card interest every month, you would be flat out broke. So try as much as possible to avoid debt. Instead, focus on ways you can generate money for yourself. Number 8. Invest in yourself. The CEO of Berkshire Hathaway has always said in numerous interviews, invest in as much of yourself as you can. You are your own biggest asset by far. Whatever you invest in yourself, you get back tenfold. And the best part is, no one can tax it away or steal it from you, unlike other assets and investments. Whatever talents or hobbies you have, improve on them. Work on making them better every single day. Make yourself more and more valuable each day. In the future, people will actually pay you because of the knowledge you've gathered. If you have a flair for fixing stuff, or maybe writing, don't let that go away. Go deep into it. Learn as much as you can about it. Your future self will thank you. Number 9. Think long-term. Warren Buffett once said, "Someone is sitting in a shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." I couldn't agree more. Taking those little steps towards financial success, like saving and being frugal right now, will lead to shade for you and even your future family to enjoy later in life. How amazing would it feel to be able to go to college without worrying about the costs or student loans, or to live a life totally free from debt? Building financial stability takes a lot of time and effort. When you view it as a lifelong journey, it gives you a strong financial foundation that will last, despite hardships. Number 10. Develop self-discipline. Believe it or not, by age 13, Buffett's various ventures and investments were earning him a weekly income that was higher than that of his teachers. The average teenager would have let this get into their head, but Warren Buffett always remained grounded. That's how he got successful. This video would be useless to you without self-discipline. I understand that it's not easy to consciously deprive yourself of those fancy items you really love. I was a kid once too, so trust me, I know. But building the right money habits now when you're young will hugely benefit you in the future. You'll understand exactly how to manage all the money you'll be making when you become super duper successful, just like Warren Buffett. Sounds fun, right? I wish I heard a lesson like this when I was a teenager. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it, and I hope you learned some very valuable lessons today. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you can continue to enjoy this kinds of content. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, and share it with your friends so they can learn too. I'll see you in my next video.